What's up, y'all? How you doing? It's your boy Dog from EBF Academy by English Black Friday. And guess what? Today, we're gonna learn vocabulary. And that's gonna be really specific. We're gonna see some adjectives that we use to describe people. What kind of people are you? Are you a generous person? Well, I'm very generous. I'm here creating content for free. All you have to do is to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and learn. Are you ready? Let's go. So we're gonna start with the first word, generous, generous. Repeat. Pronunciation here is really important, okay? Generous, generous, generous. So a generous person, generous. Every time you see a word that ends in O-U-S in English, the pronunciation is us, us. Generous, generous. Well, what does that mean? Well, a generous person is someone who gives their time, their money, their attention. That's a generous person. Like this woman in the example, check it out. Maria is generous. She always donates to charity and helps her neighbors. So Maria is generous. She always donates to charity and helps her neighbors. So are you a generous person? Well, this next word here is, repeat after me, reliable, reliable, reliable. What does that mean when you say that you are a reliable person? You are a person who I can trust. A reliable person is someone that you can trust because this person will do what the person says he or she will do. For example, if you need help, call Mark. He is really reliable. If you need help, call Mark. He is really reliable. That means you can trust him. If he says he's going to be there, he's going to be there. He is very reliable. Are you a reliable person? You better be. Okay, so check the next one. And the word is outgoing. 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 So what is an outgoing person? Well, an outgoing, so is a person that goes out? No. Actually, yeah, maybe. But an outgoing person is a person who is extrovert. Someone who's friendly, someone who likes to go out with other people. They like to, socialize, to mingle with different people. They're very outgoing. Are you an outgoing person? Well, an outgoing person is that person who is the opposite of the next word, which is shy. Well, shy or timid is that person who is, who feels nervous when he or she is, around other people, don't really like to be seen. It's a shy person. That's the opposite of outgoing. Okay? Next one. Oh, hold on a second. Before we go to the next one, let me give you some example. This first one here is with outgoing. Lucas is outgoing. He makes friends wherever he goes. Lucas is outgoing. He makes friends wherever he goes. And what about this one with the word shy? Even though she is shy, Sarah is very kind and smart. Even though she is shy, Sarah is very kind and smart. Now we can get to the next one. So this word here is moody. 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 A moody person. If you are talking about your mood, that means your humor, how you feel. So if you're a moody person, that means you change your humor very quickly. You're like this now, and then you're angry now. It's just like, why are you so angry right now? Man, you're kind of moody. It's like, someone who changed that mood very quickly. So the person is usually angry, upset, a moody person. For example, Anna can be moody. She's happy one minute and upset the next. Anna can be moody. She's happy one minute and upset the next. So you see, happy, upset, they're opposite things. One minute she's happy, the next she's upset. So, Anna's moody. Are you a moody person? Let me know here. What are the adjectives that best describe who you are? Generous, reliable, moody, shy, outgoing. Well, let's see the next. All right, this one here actually is the one that best describes who I am. Hardworking. Hardworking. Well, and because I'm hardworking, well, I need some acknowledgement here. I need some recognition in here. And how can you do that? By subscribing to the channel, by liking this video. You know, it's simple. Just click on this like button, thumbs up, and participate. You know, write your comments. Let's have a conversation. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna answer you. You know, I'm a nice guy and I work really hard to make this happen. So a hardworking person is a person who puts effort into everything he or she does, just like I do. Check this example. Julia is a hardworking student who always finishes her assignments on time. Julia is a hardworking student who always finishes her assignments on time. Clear? Next one. Well, this next one here is, pronunciation is important. Stubborn. Stubborn. Guys, don't go stubborn. It's stubborn. Stubborn. A stubborn person. What is a stubborn person? A stubborn person is that person who finds it really difficult for her or for him to change their opinions. You know, they go like this. Hey, look, it's going to be dangerous if you do that. But I want to do that. I want to go there. You know, I've heard about this. Look, man, this is a dangerous place. You should not go there, okay? But look, I want to go. It's like, man, you're so stubborn. Change your mind, you know, your opinion. You're, you know, like a stubborn person. Check this example. I don't know if it happens to your grandfather, but, you know, my grandfather is stubborn. Once he makes a decision, there's no changing his mind. You know, he's made that decision, so there's no changing his mind. My grandfather is stubborn. Check the next one. This next one here is very similar to Portuguese. Just be careful with the pronunciation. And the word is creative. Creative. A creative person is a person who is creative. You know what I'm saying? It's a person who has original ideas. You know, a person that can think outside the box. A person that will come up with, you know, things that nobody else has ever thought about. That's a creative person. It's like, man, how did you think about this? You're so creative. Check the example. Daniel is a creative designer who always comes up with a new concept. Daniel is a creative designer who always comes up with a new concept. This next one here is funny. Are you a funny person? A funny person is a person who makes others laugh. Because you're so funny. Oh my God. You know, this person is always telling jokes. You know, usually the funny people are very creative. They look at things that nobody could see through and they just go there and they make a joke. You know, sometimes they are offensive. You know, it happens, but usually a funny person will make others laugh. Check the example. My brother is so funny. He always tells amazing jokes. My brother is so funny. He always tells amazing jokes. But here comes the next word. And this next word here, I'm not going to say much about it because that's going to be your challenge. You know, we always have a challenge here. And the word to describe this person is ambitious. Ambitious. And my question is this a negative adjective or a positive adjective? So if you say that you are an ambitious person, am I actually saying something negative about you or a positive thing about you? So I want you to think about. And if it's a positive word, I want you to give me the negative word for that. Or if it's a negative word, I want you to give me a positive word for that. Clear? That's going to be your challenge. All right, so now that you've learned all these adjectives, I'm going to put them all into a text. Can you understand the whole text? Let me know in the comments too, okay? Let's go. Let me introduce you to my group friends. Lucas is the most outgoing person I know. He talks to strangers like they're old friends. On the other hand, Sarah is a bit shy, but once you get to know her, you'll see how smart and sweet she is. Mark is very reliable. Whenever we plan something, he's always on time and ready to help. Julia, our class leader, is extremely hardworking. She studies late into the night and still manages to help others. Anna can be a little moody, especially when she is tired, but we all love her. Daniel is our creative genius. Whether it's designing posters or writing songs, his imagination has no limits. Maria is incredibly generous. She always shares her lunch and volunteers on weekends. My grandfather, who sometimes joins our gatherings, is very stubborn, but he always brings great stories. Tom, my cousin, is super funny. Whenever we're all together, he keeps the mood light with his jokes. And finally, there's Emily, the most ambitious of us all. She already knows she wants to be a doctor and is studying hard for it. Together, we make a very unique and special group. I'll see you guys later. I'm a hardworking person. What about you? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.